So an unusually warm day today for this time of year. I don't have my light on, but this is all tile of some sort. But see that stuff, and I want it. Fairly certain this is all office clean out. Yep. Basket. That's wood. Some kind of regulator, but it's aluminum, maybe a little bit of brass. Oh, wait a minute. This is a goodie bag. Put it in my basket. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have a box or anything. A little bit of stainless breakage, some brass. It's nothing. There's some more. Transport. Don't really see anything else in this one. That is a mess. That's just more of this stuff, which is just tile, I think. Yeah, it's like floor tile. Okay, so that stays. This will come out. Alright, and lunch, little something something. This is the light dumpster, and whoa, that's really full. Yep, tons. A lot of broken glass boxes, it sounds like. I don't know if these were just... Yeah, so these were just light fixtures. No actual metal inside. Let's see what this one looks like. Yeah, this is kind of stuff I'm not going to take. I'm not going to try to resell. Facebook's been a real pain lately. Yeah, that's just your basic standard lighting. So what I'm going to need to do is I'll get my truck. I'll start going through this stuff. And... it's going to be a lot of sorting. You know, stuff like this I could take definitely for the metal. Yeah, it's going to be a lot to go through. Let's take a look up top. Yeah, we got stuff like this. And I'm actually going to probably go through the boxes because I have so much cardboard at home now that I just can't fit it all anymore. So, yeah, that's got a power supply, metal. Alright, looks like I'm going to hang out here for a bit. Alright, so I'm not going to film all of this part, but I'm going to unload all of this stuff and just stack it. It is super windy today, and I don't want the peanuts blowing everywhere, so I will try to not make a mess and lose packaging everywhere. And I'll show you what I end up with as a stacked pile, and then start to go through it and then take stuff out and start unloading it into the truck. That is the plan. This is all what I have to work with. As long as I don't get kicked out of here by security. I think they've seen me once or twice here. I just drove by. I'm not quite certain, but yeah, see, these peanuts are everywhere, and I think I'm gonna have to keep that door closed for that reason, so that they don't just all blow out. Yeah, this is gonna, and I think it only goes part way down because I don't think they've emptied it since the last time I was here. Like this stuff. Yeah, so I gotta extract everything like that, and probably end up having to close back up all the boxes so that I don't have a million more peanuts swirling around in here. So like I said, I'm not gonna film all that. Let me take this stuff out, show you what I end up with. Okay, so I just kind of show you what I'm working with here. Yeah, this goes a lot deeper than I thought it did. And the wind is not making it that much better, but there are a lot of things to recover in here. For now, I'm just kind of setting it here. Well, I kind of was just setting it there so I could show you, but I think since there's so much, I'm just going to start throwing it into the back of the truck as I pull it out. Because it looks like there's a ton of these, a ton of covers. I've got this kind of stuff here, which I don't even know what that is. Oh, it's a light base and a light, which are kind of heavy actually. All of this is trash. I can't pull too much trash out because it is blowing around. I already tried. And a ton of these, like glow bulbs. So I'm not exactly sure the best way to tackle this, since I can't just extract all the trash as I'm going. But I think this is the bottom with all the small cardboard boxes that were here last time, but it goes all the way back into that pile. And just trying to make sense of it from out here, because I really can't do much standing in there. But yeah, these things here, I mean, I'm sure there's somebody yelling at me saying I should be taking all this stuff, but it's just not worth it to me. I don't have the room, I don't have the patience to try to sell a bunch of glass globes even on a lot. Yeah, and there's all this cardboard on top of what I need. Like this thing here, yeah, fluorescent under cabinet light. Now that I might keep and possibly see if we couldn't use that at home. That should be an easy flip, something like that, if it's all there. I found that a lot of stuff in packaging here has been salvaged for other parts, or there's something wrong with it. Yeah, this stuff is just going in the back. So yeah, you can see this stuff swirling around here. Yeah, it's gonna take me a lot longer than it needs to, but I'm gonna go after it all and I'll come back. Okay, so I'm finally inside and I can start pushing everything to one end. That's just glass. No, wasn't glass at all actually. Stuff like this. Stuff Normally I'd throw this all straight in my truck, but like I said earlier, I don't have anywhere to go with all this cardboard, so it's just gonna have to get thrown out here because from this particular dumpster, all of my recycling is absolutely jam-packed. So I guess I could throw a lot of this out at home instead, but yeah, even my my trash can is full from mostly this dumpster. Screws and hardware in it. I know I could have parked closer, but I wanted room for all those boxes. I've gotten to the point where I know what a lot of people are going to say. These are, I didn't realize all full too. I think these are just glass globes, but I don't know for sure. Oh man. Yeah, see, I gotta keep cardboard on top of this stuff. I'm gonna end up spending 10 minutes afterwards just chasing down peanuts all over the place. Like, these ones falling down. Gotta get the lid closed on this. My arm on that throw. I don't know what those are, but try to keep those peanuts in. I didn't realize it was so much. I'll probably end up going through a little bit of this here and still taking the rest home and just having to either keep the cardboard for next recycling, which is every other week, which is kind of a pain, or just throw it out like it originally was. I mean, that's where it's at now. Try to save what I can, but you can only do so much before you go out of your mind with stuff. See, I don't like pieces of trash get away. Try to be conscious about it all. I'm fairly certain I'm standing on where I was the last time. Yeah. I'm gonna want to go through all this here. It's way more than I anticipated. Alright, I'm not gonna keep filming this. I know I'm limited on storage space on my camera, and this kind of just gets repetitive if it isn't already, I think. Well, as I say, I got most of it. I find that. But look at that pile. It's ridiculous. Yeah, other than broken glass, a few pieces of metal, I know I've hit the bottom from where I was last time. This I stacked on my own, so yeah, pretty much cleaned out. There's something I missed. But yeah, the wind is so crazy because we've got a cold front coming in. It's 70 something today, and it's gonna get down to like 22 tomorrow night. Supposed to get some major rain, so my goal is to close up the top here and start sorting through this stuff. So this is what I got in the back so far, and that's what I got to go through. I don't know how much I'm going to go through here, but I do want to try to weed out as much of the garbage and glass globes as possible. Ah, man. So I think I'll do it from inside the dumpster. But yeah, like this I want, because that's metal, and I think this is going to be the glass piece. No, still some more metal in there, and then the glass piece, and that is just the seal. So yeah, that's how this is going to work. I can take care of the bags and struggle with those at a later time. See, but some of this stuff, it's just like a seal or something. Completely worthless to me. These things, I don't know what they are. Coliseum bar. Those might actually have some light. Okay, so I think it's for a track light, and it hangs off of a rod. That might actually have resale value, so for that reason I'll keep something like that. But I know these types of boxes are the ones that I really try to get rid of. So glass, no. And then, like I said, I'll struggle with the plastic somewhere else. These are under cabinet lights. Those will stay with me. Check out the conditions. This is new halogen swivel light. I don't know if I can use it or not. This is open. But just to show you what kind of, I mean, I know there's value in this stuff. I can't resell everything. Getting this all to fit back in here, it's going to be a little bit of a chore too. Try to keep some stuff together, save some space, but this is what I'm going to be up to for the next 15-20 minutes at least. So yeah, if I find anything interesting, I'll show you. Okay, I still have some dumpsters to do, but this is what the result is. So it's just pretty much glass and cardboard back there. Got some boxes of shred here. This is all the stuff that I threw just into the back. And then I said I wasn't gonna take a whole lot, but this is what I ended up with. It is stuffed in the cab. There were some pretty nice light fixtures that were not open yet. So I'll open them, maybe try to sell them on Facebook and see if somebody will actually show up for some stuff. There's actually nothing in this one, but there's a pole, so go ahead and grab it. And a little bit of wire. But yeah, that's it. Got my shepherds, that crook, be on my way. Alright, so I'm back, and I started real quick taking some of this apart just because I don't want to deal with the rain and all these bags when they get wet. So I'm just going to take all these out. So I've been cleaning them up, As you can see, I've been throwing a bunch of them in here. I'm not, the insulation can stay, they'll take it at the yard like that. Some things like this is nice cast steel, I'm sorry, cast aluminum. So I'll take the little transformer off and cut off the wire, and then other miscellaneous bits. Some of that is breakage. A lot of this will end up being breakage depending on what I have to do to it. Like these here, I'm not going to bother drilling out the rivets and separating the steel from the aluminum. I'll just throw that in as breakage. It's just not worth my time. So I'll separate that as it needs to be separated. Most of this is all steel. It's got a little bit of wire on it, but this is a steel casing, and then, you know, it just gets thrown into shred along with the hardware. So I've got a ton of stuff like that. I did find some stuff off camera. I've got a little bit of #1 wire in there, some conduit and other stuff. Just, I kept finding a little bit here, a little bit there. So I either didn't go back for my camera, or I just decided not to film it for that reason. Not too exciting, but I do have the little bit of steel that I found along with this basket of, I think this is going to end up being brass. I've got, you know, copper on this one. This is going to be aluminum breakage. This will probably end up being brass, if not aluminum or stainless. So most of it is going to end up being non-magnetic. So there's a little bit of value here. There's definitely a few bucks just in this Easter basket. So that's kind of nice. And I will get some aluminum and aluminum breakage out of the rest of this. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this. I'm not going to break this all down and show you what everyone is, but this one here, it is a wall sconce, so it's still brand new in the package. I've got a couple in here that are small chandeliers. This one here is still new in the package, and I took a couple of these out to scrap, and I decided to keep a couple just because it is nice large track lighting. So I ended up throwing a few of these back there before I decided to keep maybe 3 or 4 of these, but nothing wrong with it. Nice track lighting. Just hook it up, twist it, and put a bulb in, and you're good to go. So there might be some value on Facebook or eBay. So I mentioned, you know, Facebook being a pain. I've just had so many people reach out and want stuff and then not show up to pick it up, or to just ghost me, and it's becoming a real problem lately. So here is a under cabinet light. I'm actually going to see, I was actually thinking about that the other day in my girlfriend's place, that we could probably use something like that, or an accent light or something. So I'll talk with her about that. I could definitely wire that up. You know, stuff like this, brand new in the box, and, you know, it is just a basic ceiling light. So that, I mean, even new, but those go for like, what, $15 maybe? I don't know, I haven't bought one in a while. I just know they're super cheap. So over here is a bunch of more lighting, and this one's here is a high lumen fluorescent light, still new in the box. I've got all of these little bits of things. Here's some more of those large track lights, which are really nice actually, and a couple more under counter lights. These things, I probably should have just scrapped these when I had the chance, but some of this stuff I just started throwing in here because I spent over an hour at that dumpster and was getting tired of being there. But stuff like this, you know, there's no value in little stuff like this. So actually I might need one of these for my girlfriend's place, just to cover something that we've been looking at for a while now. Just finishing touches that usually everybody has, but doesn't get to until they sell their home. I did that at my last home, and then it all looked great, and I moved. So this one here, you know, it's a nice chandelier light or hanging light, and it doesn't look like it's damaged, so I'll open that up and maybe, you know, throw $15 on it. That's it. I'm not going to show you the end result just because it's going to be over the next couple of days. I'm not going to finish this before the rain starts. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you later.